If you're watching this right now, you want to find out how to grow your Roblox group. And luckily for you, I did some research and found a DevForum post that might help you reach tons of more members on your Roblox group. But guys, before we get into that, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, guys. I'm so excited to get there. So please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel today to become a Robloxian. That's really what I call you guys. That's really what I call my fan base, Robloxians. And subscribing really motivates me to keep making Roblox content. I'm starting to publish very regularly. And also, speaking of regularly, go follow my Twitter as well, because I'm starting to get more and more regular, be more active on there rather, more frequently. So I would really appreciate you go follow me over there as well. That's at show_Roblox. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So like I said in the intro, I recently found a DevForum post that is titled "What are the best ways to grow a group?" by Tintix. I don't think that's how you say it, but that's how I'm gonna call him, Tintix. But yeah, so the people that posted on this dev forum obviously have experience growing groups. So you can trust this video because I'm taking it from a very reliable source, and you can take it from people who have spent Robux that have turned out to be a risk. So like people could spend money on ads and it might not have worked, but you don't have to do that unless that is the main way of growing a Roblox group. But we're gonna find that out in this video. I've never really tried to make a successful Roblox group, but I have had my own group in the background that's still up. So if you want to join that, there will be a link in the description. In today's video, we are going to be finding out the best method to grow your Roblox group, and we're going to see what's the best method between ads, the group recruiting plaza, which is like a game where you can get members into your Roblox group by using a booth, the clothing method, and much more, guys. So without further ado, let's jump into the dev forum and read Tintix's post, and then we're going to read the comments where most of the answers to your question, most of the answers to the reason you clicked this video is. I want to know the best way to grow your group. I have experience with past groups, but they never really got anywhere. Please tell me some ways I can grow my group. So the first comment that is here is from HasnPlays, and HasnPlays simply says advertising is the best way to do it in my opinion. Good luck. So you guys can take that as you will. There's nothing much to say on that. Obviously, HasnPlays just thinks that advertising is the best way to do it, in his own opinion. There is actually a Roblox tutorial, on the Roblox development site thing that, actually shows you how to make a really effective Roblox ad, and there will be a link in the description if you guys want to go check that out as well, if I remember. Lol. So yeah, that's HasnPlays. Then there's another person here called Artitriz. Sorry if I say some of these names wrong, guys. I'm terrible with names. Lol. Who actually disagrees with HasnPlays and says, I wouldn't suggest on buying ads because it's a gamble on if they will work or not. I would suggest on making a clothing store, because it's better to buy clothing from a store rather than a group page, and more people would buy your clothing. Also, using tags would also increase your sales on your designs. That is very true. Clothing is one big way to get your Roblox group out there. And yeah, but please guys, if you are going to actually go for the clothing method, which is probably the cheapest method you'll see in this video, then basically don't copy clothing, okay? Be original, because I promise you, if people notice you being original, they are more likely to join your Roblox group, because there are thousands and thousands of groups that literally just copy each other's designs, and you don't know which one is the original. So be original with your clothing, and I guarantee you that will probably be the key to success in the clothing method. However, there are a few more methods we're gonna go through. Here Hero_Ravensong says, I'd personally say that advertising on the group recruiting plaza isn't the best way of recruiting, as most of the time very few people would come to your booth, and even those who do join aren't that active. So if you don't know what the group recruiting plaza is, it's basically a place you can go into, and you can basically set up a booth, and people that want to join Roblox groups, maybe they're bored or maybe they're trying to find something new on the platform, they go in there and they actually check out your booth, and your booth is full of like what your Roblox group is about. And I do agree with Hero Raven song here about people joining, joining your booth, come to your booth, and even if they do join, they won't be active. And of course, you guys want active people, it's like on Twitter, and in the RTC specifically, the Roblox Twitter community, there's a lot of accounts that are, that get a lot of followers because of their giveaways, because to enter their giveaways, you have to follow them. And a lot of people don't, follow these, RTC accounts because that's how they're gonna have a potential shot at winning the giveaway. And this is not a good way of getting members, followers, subscribers, because they aren't active. They're not gonna like your post. They're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna comment in the wall. They're not gonna buy your clothing in the Roblox group perspective. So yeah, and then Hero Ravensong also says, if you have the Robux to spend on the group, you should totally go for it. And if you're seeking those GFX clothing designers, I would recommend the recruitment page on the DevForum or the Hidden Developers Discord. Or you could do a shout out deal with another group if they're willing. Again, a shout out thing might not work in my opinion, because again, you might get members that just join for the sake of it. But, yeah, I don't really know, there. Now, this is actually probably one of the most interesting ones from Projectiles, and he says, I would not suggest the group recruiting plaza because most players who use it are only a good percent active, is around 53%. Now that's a really specific number. I don't know how he got to that number, but yeah, we're gonna trust it. I would suggest an advertisement with an appealing graphic design. I would also find testers who could give quality feedback that players would love. Now, the last, or the second last one is actually a really big post by Afampany. I hope I said that right. And he actually made a full list of 5 reasons why you should spend money on Roblox ads, and 5 reasons you shouldn't. Reason 1 for why you, so the following is why you should. Reason 1, players will be able to see the ad right on their screen in the Roblox webpage. Reason 2, while it does cost a lot, at least you can have some curious people click on the ad and be interested, but this can only work if you're offering quality stuff or making a high quality game. That's another thing, guys. Don't just create a group for no reason. Okay, create a group to sell clothing, create a group to become a game studio, create a group that offers a purpose so that the people will join and say, okay, I'm joining this Roblox group because you know? So you've got to ask yourself that question and ask yourself, okay, if I was a player, right, I came to my own group, I would ask myself, I would ask, as that player, I would ask, okay, why do I want to join this group? Do I want to join this group because I have high quality clothing? Do I want to join this group because they got interesting games? Do I want to join this group because they have a very cool community? What is the reason that your group stands out from other groups? Reason 3, out of the 3 choices, this is the most reliable because the others don't attract much attention. Reason 4, it costs Robux to set up a simple stand, and even then in a server there's just around tens of players. An advertisement can be shown to thousands of people. Also, there's a lot of competition right beside your stand, and obviously he's referring to the group recruiting plaza. The group recruiting plaza is literally used for non-dev forum members to find developers and contributors to the game. While there is advertising going on, I won't really attract much attention. Reason 5, advertising on the dev forum is not a great idea. Not everyone in the general Roblox public looks at the dev forum, and you will need a link for people to click on it. Even then, you need to wait a lot, and I hope for people to click on your ad on dev forum, which is not a good idea. and Roblox will probably take it down because they take the dev form very seriously. Which I've recently found out, actually, that Roblox actually really does take the dev form seriously. And here is 5 reasons you shouldn't spend money on your Roblox ads. Reason 1, you need to be relatively good at art and GFX. Psychology has proven people will click on ads that are with high quality. You should watch an advertisement created by Apple rather than an ad created by a local fast food restaurant, because to the eye, it looks appealing. The reason why propaganda is eye-catching is because it's artistic and obvious. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a really good reason, because the way that, if you're not an artist yourself, you're gonna have to spend Robux to find an artist, alright? Or you're gonna have to learn to do it yourself. But how long is that really gonna take? Quite a while, guys. So you're gonna have to spend extra Robux if you're not good at art, GFXs, or yeah, in general. A lot of people will ignore your advertisement. That is very true. Don't make your advertisement memey. Make your advertisement eye-popping. Because again, people go on the Roblox platform not to look at ads. Just remember that. People go on the Roblox platform for different things, but they certainly don't go to look at ads. So the occasional glance at an ad is the only impression they're gonna get of your Roblox group, and the only defining change between whether they click on it and go to your group and join it, or whether they just leave it there and just glance over it. Reason 3, your ad will only last around a few seconds to a few minutes on the user web page as users switch from one part of the website to another. That's another fair point to keep into consideration. That's why, again, you want to make it eye-catching. Reason 4, people might not even notice your ad because it's in areas where players don't tend to look at. For example, at the right-hand side of the web page. Of course, I already discussed that. And then reason 5, there's obviously specific requirements for ads, so you've got to be very careful with that. That is another good reason you should actually hire someone to do a Roblox ad for you. There are tons of people on the Roblox DevForum. I would highly recommend you do that. The last comment we're going to be looking at is from Anonymous6778, and he says, getting people in your group is a challenge, that's for sure. If you have the Roblox to spend, the Robux to spend on ads, then go for it. If you don't and want to still get players, then Recruitment Plaza is still the best option. GRP has a bunch of devs for hire and GFX artists too if you need some. So GRP really is a class place. But if you want everything simple, then I say go for ads. So guys, generally, most people have said here, go for ads, which is interesting because you would think that people wouldn't say that, but they actually have, which is kind of interesting in my opinion. I guess, really realistically, Roblox has made it so that they get money from, so that you get value from you spending money to Roblox. And actually, that's pretty clever because that's probably the best way to get members to your Roblox group. And yeah, there are other ways, guys, most likely. Of course, don't spam, okay? Don't do anything. Personally, my one tip, if I had to give one, and I know I don't have experience, so you don't have to listen to me, but my one tip I would give, don't just create a Roblox group and leave it at that, okay? You need a Twitter of some sort, whether it's a personal Twitter, whether it's something, you need a public, social, public like platform outside of Roblox, whether it's Discord, whether it's Twitter, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, whatever it is, okay, you need one of those outside, because at the end of the day, those are way easier to, you know, to get your word out there that, look, I have a Roblox group, especially if you have a few followers, okay? So that would personally be my thing. Don't just stick to the Roblox platform when you are with a Roblox group, but that's my personal thing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. If you guys have any Roblox groups, let me know what Roblox groups you have down below, and if you have any more tips that I might not have said in this video, or maybe none of the users on the DevForum posted, leave them down below as well, guys. I'll be sure to be reading them, hearting them, and commenting on some of them as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course. Road to 1K, my boys, and go follow my Twitter as well at @show_Roblox. So yeah, without further ado, this is the end of the video. Lol. Yes, I still kept with the lol outro.